The challenge is, first and foremost, is to take the innovation and ask the question, who does it benefit? And then to describe the relationship of that benefit in cold, hard cash terms. But the second question that arises is then, what do you do about it? Just because you've got an innovation, how do you translate that huge gap to being a startup? And if you're interested in that, you actually don't go out and talk to funders. Money comes, it's the 20th question I ask. Out of 20 questions, the last one is money. Because if you haven't answered the other 19 first, money makes no difference. Money is dumb. I don't mean the people who handle it. I mean the money itself. Money does nothing. Innovations and innovation-led businesses have lots of things to do first. After you've determined that you've got something that solves a problem, you then have to begin this very laborious path of discovery. The second thing you do is determine exactly how much it costs others, as I started. The third thing you do is you determine how much does it cost you. If the numbers are upside down and they will never change, that's a problem. You then go on. How many of them are there out there? That is, how many unique individuals are there who fall into the class of individuals which would make up in the individual a customer and in the aggregate a total market? And if, in fact, if they exist as a total market, what happens if there's only one of them in every 100,000 people and they're distributed perfectly evenly around the globe and there's nothing that unifies them except the attribute? Then they would be a perfectly inaccessible market. So the market size itself is not enough. You then have to ask yourself, who are they? What are the attributes about the individual that makes it so you can find them at all such that you can understand the marketplace? And all these things are learnable and doable by spending no money at all. I spend most of my time teaching people with no capital, no cash, and a good idea how to start a business. And the good news is it takes no cash. That is, until you get to that proof of concept question if you're doing high science, and we'll come back to that. But the actual intellectual act of starting a business is essentially desk research. It's thinking, it's talking, and it's asking questions. Because even after you've determined that there might be a marketplace, you then have to ask yourself, and what industry am I in?